This is what can be achieved with high-end eyeshadows. This is my first time ever dipping into any Anastasia Beverly Hills eyeshadows. Usually a drugstore baddie, as you all know. This is the Anastasia Beverly Hills Full Romance palette, and the color story in here is really what drew me to it. It's giving all of the deep royal full tones that we need. Do you see the duochrome on that one? First shade here is called Crimson, and it's a gorgeous matte burgundy brown. Standout kind of color of the palette to me is the shade Divine. Fire side is this gorgeous rose gold moment here. This is the most foiled one, I would say. And then we have shade Crown on my pinky, which is like a duochrome between gold and green. Like, you're really going to be able to see how duochrome that is once it's swatched on my hand. So let's do that. Really hold that the camera's picking up that duochrome on the shade Crown, because in person I can see like green, blue, gold. To start off this look, I'm taking the shade Crimson, and I'm going to use this shade to stamp out where I want my cut crease to be. Really taking my time to make sure that this is stamped into my concealer. That way I'm not going to get any fallout when I start to blend. From this outer corner, I'm going to drag it back down to my outer edge. Just like that. Simple. Now, on a slightly fluffier brush, I'm taking the shade Divine. This one is like a shimmery shade, but I'm going to use it to transition the shade out up into my brow bone. And to set that shade down, I'm going to use this really beautiful lilac shade here. This one is not the most pigmented shade I've ever used. It must be like a different kind of formula to the rest. Tried it with a brush, I've tried it with a wet brush, I've tried it with my finger, and I just can't get it to come across that pigmented on my eye for some reason. Just stenciling out that shade now with some black liquid liner. This is how we're looking after stamping the shade Crimson down, and now I'm going to go into the shade Twilight to just give it that extra level of depth, and then back in with the shade Divine just to intensify that pink a little bit. Like, in the whole look, it kind of looks like I've got nothing on my lid, but when I bring you close up, I hope you can really see like the effect that gives. It kind of gives like vampire skin. That's how I can describe it. Looks like skin, but then just with this beautiful pearlescent glow over it. I'm now going to take a little bit of a glitter eyeliner just to intensify this cut out shape. I have one layer of the glitter liner. We want to build up to something like this, so I'm going to build up a couple of layers here. Now that is more like it. You see the intensity? That's what we like to see. And after blending out a couple of these shades on the bottom lash line, that is the finished eye look. Please guys, let me know in the comments down below, do you think this is giving high-end makeup eyeshadow? The main difference to me that I'm seeing in comparison to some drugstore eyeshadow palettes is the quality of the mattes. The mattes in this palette are so buttery. It takes no effort at all to blend these. She's going in my good makeup drawer.